hello, we are the Damsels game. The Damsels are three lady gamers who like to play games and then we talk about them. Sahba has been diligently gathering game news and there are tons of updates in some of the games that we really love. Except for Lotro. What's that all about? Anyway, whatever. We're gonna move on. Plus, we have been busy gamers playing loads of stuff and we want to talk about it, so let's get into it. Oh, I almost forgot. This week, the Damsels game is sponsored by Milk Molars. What even are those? Who cares? Just collect them all. Just smash them up. Collect them all. You really want those Milk Molars because they'll make you grow into big and strong adults from the children that you are.
Really?
Really.
Are you growing?
In so many ways, you don't...
I don't know why, but when you say that, it makes me think of malted milk balls.
Really? Those sound... I would bet those would be better than Milk Molars. I don't know. I'd like to try a Milk Molar. Anyway, the Damsels is recorded live on Sunday. Sunday? This ain't Sunday. It's Saturday.
It is Saturday. Who said
technically Sunday?
It is Saturday.
Yeah, April 30th.
Change this.
April
It's not
30th?
even technically Sunday.
What is today?
Saturday.
Not everywhere in the world, but in our part of the world.
The two of you
like Saturday
are
in all of our time zones.
You are all going to the corner. What is the date?
Just time out.
April 30th.
April 30th.
Everywhere in the United
Everywhere in the world.
No, Grim.
You would never know that this is our 165th show the way that we behave. You would never know that we've been doing this.
Everybody expects us to behave this way.
165 times. And we still can't get it right. Want to listen to more shows that we can't get right? We have them on YouTube, our YouTube channel, we're the Damsels Game on YouTube. Also, go to our website, damselsofddo.com. You'll get all the information you need there. Plus, you can download our shows.
All there.
Exactly. And you can also listen to us via Buzzsprout. That's at buzzsprout.com. And you
Think
can
of food every time you say that.
Right? But like Brussels sprouts?
Yeah, like Brussels sprouts.
Like sprouts.
Broccoli.
Oh, gross.
Bean sprouts.
Also gross.
Sprouts, the food store.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's where
gross.
the coffee bombs live. Anyway, we're here on Twitch, the Damsels, twitch.tv/the Damsels Game. We're never gonna get through the show. That's fine.
We did not receive any emails.
Thank you.
Or even this. I was playing this game and it goes like it tells you little facts, and you have to figure out things. And one of the little facts, it says mangoes are $5. Why? We don't know. That was one of the facts.
They just are.
I just thought that was funny.
Where in the world are mangoes $5?
In that game, but they don't know why.
I would not eat mangoes if they were $5. And I love mangoes so much that when I'm cutting them to eat them, I never get past the sink because I cut them at my sink.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've done that before.
Yep. All right. So, videos and comments to videos.
Yes.
We had a comment to our episode 164, Destiny 2.
Nice.
Bree-Thai Beer Loaf. Remember we were talking about one of the best, about 7 Days to Die. In that,
yes.
Because we usually talk about 7 Days to Die.
Oh, I talked to Blue Streak about 7 Days to Die in that episode, and none of it was good. Wait, some of it was good. Most of it was bad.
Good. But he says one of the best things about 7 Days to Die is that you can play any way you want. And he thinks with Alpha 20, they have limited your options. Building bases, killing zombies, doing quests, or just looting POIs, you should be able to do some or all of those things.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, and he said, I mean, would any player base of any game say, no, I'd rather not have more options? So like Les said, even changing the color of a chair is great, but don't take away that option that was already in the game.
Yeah.
Which it seems like they've done.
Yeah.
Do that every time.
I hate that. I mean, maybe, right. I don't know. They're just playing with game balance, and in playing with the game balance, I hope they realize that they've really taken away something that was truly rewarding for at least me. Please put it back. Anyway, Fred says hi. We should say hello back.
Hi, Fred.
We should say hello.
And then in my Quest Today series, episode 242 came out today. So since our last episode, which was a month ago, right? I did some Evening Star stuff. Did a small problem in the snitch, and I'm not doing the rest in that series because they're just a pain in the bum. Finished doing Epic Borderlands, looking for loot, and I got no loot. And then did Epic Von and Epic Red Fence. So I had a couple comments. When I did in the Borderlands Epic Treasure Hunt, John Blackstar said, "Good luck with the never-ending hunt for gear," which is what happens when you're an Epic. And Retype Beerlo said, "Good luck in getting the gear," which didn't happen. And then episode 230, Watch Your Step. That's the one where at the very beginning it says you're looking for a sneaky rogue. And Pine Leaf said, "I think you misunderstand where the runner is going. He doesn't run to the entrance," which I was standing at the very beginning looking for this rogue, but instead runs in the direction of the Cobalt Quarters. Falling back to the entrance guarantees that you will never see the runner. So I guess that's why I never saw the runner, because that's where I was standing. But other people commented and said they didn't understand either because they kind of went there too. So I am not the only one that was standing in the wrong place looking for this runner. But thank you, Pineleaf. The next time I run that quest, I will try and see if I can figure out where the guy really is going. And then in episode 237, which is Von 3, right before then I did a respec of Sahba Jade. And I went from a rogue to mostly monk with just a little bit of rogue. And John Blackstar said, "If you had a respec, I guess that answers our early question about the viability of a pure, mostly rogue staff build in epics. Hopefully the monk mix proves more successful for you." And the reason I swapped it up is because I'm soloing with hirelings, which is different than if you're in a party. If I were in a party, the 18 rogue, or the mix that I had going, she wasn't 18 rogue, the mix I had going would be fine because she would be able to sneak and not worry about getting aggro and all that kind of stuff. But as a solo, she needs to have more sustainability as a solo rogue. So I wrote, I think in a group she would have been fine. Soloing is different. And then I brought in what Zazo and I are doing in Epics, where he is a rogue assassin, where he goes into sneak all the time, and me as a bard, I hold all the monsters, and then he goes up and he just sneaks attacks everybody and kills them while he's sneaking. And if he doesn't get them while sneak attacking everybody, he just comes out of sneak mode and then just mows them all down. As a duo, that's a really good grouping for Reapers 2 to 4. And then when we got to level 30 and started into Reaper 10, that duo group wasn't going to work anymore. So we needed to get somebody who was more of a tank to take the aggro away from Zazo. So depending on your grouping and what you're trying to accomplish, you need to change how you're thinking of your mix of a group. So that's what I tried to explain to John Blackstar, that as a solo, my rogue wasn't working, so I had to switch it over to monk. And I think she works better. So does that make sense, what I was trying to explain to him?
It's clear as mud.
Or you guys, yeah.
I think I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Mither's like, "What? You were talking? Huh? What was that?"
Okay. All right. And then I was watching your TikTok and your stuff on YouTube.
Nice.
And all really cool.
Yes, I have some grounded content, and I have quite a few grounded TikToks. And this week, there's going to be even more coming. We have really progressed in that game. It's actually Myth's the game host, and I am at her mercy. But now, haha, she's at my mercy. She cannot play unless I am awake. So,
Okay.
There's going to be. I am queuing up some more really good TikToks. The one I was just working on before the show is going to be so amazing. I don't want to spoil too much, but we go to the ant hill and we steal some ant eggs, and then we try to convince the ants that not only are we just regular guy working ants, but that we didn't see anything. Like, we're like, I don't even know what an egg is.
My job is just to bring grass in.
What's funny to me is that most of the time Myth doesn't even know that I'm recording. So, like, she's just a natural role player. Like, she's just like, just, this is the way it is. Amazing.
You hit the record button on and off throughout the time you're playing, or you just
If
hit
I
record
feel
at
like
the
we're
beginning?
gonna, yeah, on and off through most of the time, if I feel like we're gonna do something interesting, but then if I'm not recording, then something interesting is always gonna happen. So, oh, we needed ant eggs. Oh my god. Okay, this is really good. So we needed ant eggs because you can't make a bomb without ant eggs. Like it's called a bratwurst bomb,
And you have to have this stuff that happens when they go over to the area with the weed killer in it.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like in order to get to the charcoal grill, it's behind a wall that needs to be exploded with this bomb. We go to the anthill, we think we're awesome, right? We're like, ooh, we're gonna steal an egg, and we do, and it goes pretty good, right? I mean,
We got 5 eggs.
Yeah, no, we got 3 eggs the first time. We got 3 eggs because the first one I just put in my pocket, and then we killed all the witnesses, and then the other ants came along. The other ants came along. We were like, we didn't see nothing. Did you see anything? I mean, I'm looking for them too. I mean, come on, we still got an egg here. We need to watch this egg. Then we grabbed the other 2, and we freaking ran. We booked it out of the hill, and we went. We thought we were awesome, so we were trying to. We had just enough other ingredients to make 1 bomb, and we put the other 2 eggs in the chest. And we went to our other house because we have another house across the yard because we had the ingredients there. So we ran over there, boom, 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 got the ingredients, and we're like, it's pretty late. Let's spend the night. We spent the night, ran back across the Bridge of Dreams. This is in Grounded, by the way, for anybody who's following along. We ran back across the Bridge of Dreams, got to our big giant house on the pond. I walked in, there were 2 ants in the living room.
Like, oh my god! The ants are in here. Come, help me! It's soldier ants. They've come to kill us.
I thought that they tracked us down. Like their investigation led to our house in the pond, and they were in there to arrest us, right, for stealing their eggs. No, those eggs in the box hatched.
Oh.
The eggs in the chest hatched overnight while we were gone. That's why we had 2 ants in the house.
Got
so
it. 2 soldier ants. Wow.
That's what I learned this week. By the way, if you pick up an ant from an egg from an anthill, you better do something with it immediately. I was terrified because we had to go back, and let me tell you why we had to go back. This is fantastic. So we get ourselves geared up. We get freaking some snack food like non-perishable acorn bits and stuff to carry with us. We're gonna go to the barbecue grill. We go over to the wall with a 1 bomb. We have 1 bomb because the other 2 eggs hatched. Right? We were gonna have 3 bombs. We only have 1. So we have 1 shot to shoot. We go up to the wall. I'm sorry. I put the bomb on my hot bar, and I was like, okay, what do I do? How do you throw this thing? So I figured out how to throw it. It bounced off the wall, and it went back and fucking landed in front of Mithri, and it explodes right between us. And nowhere near the wall. So now we're like, oh man, we prepped so much and now we're screwed. So we had to go all the way back to the house, prep all the way again, dress up like ants again, go back to the anthill. This time we kind of know what we're doing, but not really. We managed to steal 5 eggs. That's all going to be in the video that I'm putting together for my YouTube channel.
The eggs are like right when we walk in the door, though.
Yeah,
so
they were right there.
There's a gazillion ants all around.
Yeah, there were ants everywhere. It was terrible. It was terribly. We had to run really fast. So
like, grab eggs, run.
Yes. We ended up making a handful of bombs this time, and then we went back. We did successfully go back and get that wall down so that we could see what's going on around the spilled barbecue pit in Grounded. It was so much fun. Honestly, I think the best part was failing and then, like that thing exploding between us, and we're just like, well, we came all this way. We did all that.
But I don't know how to get charcoal. Like before, you could get a couple pieces of charcoal just by going, over in the back on the other side of the pond. But now you got to blow up part of a wall, and then you get back there where the thing's overturned, the grill, and there's lots of burning charcoal on the ground, but we couldn't figure out how to pick any of it up. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all...
Yeah.
And
You'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We just have to keep at it. And the house is really looking nice. It has 3 floors on it. It's such a good building project, and it's not even over. We keep adding to it. So, and we made chairs. We made big, comfy chairs.
Yeah, I saw you
It's an
sat.
achievement.
yeah.
I sitting in a chair. We're living our best lives.
beds, we have beds.
Yep.
I don't want to use feathers to make a bed.
Feathers are hard to get.
Feathers. Oh, feathers. Feathers are a whole other thing in Grounded. But let's move on. I kind of told you what I learned this week, but the other thing I learned was in Icarus. And forgive me, I'm going to preface this with every time I say Icarus, I never say Icarus. I say Icarus or Icarus to,
I can
to
sit down right
irritate
now.
you and Myth. So I can sit down right now. So in that game, do not pick up a wolf unless you plan to keep it forever. I had picked up a wolf. Like, I killed a wolf, right? Wolf attacked me. I defended myself. I killed him. I was like, I'm going to eat this wolf. I had the option to pick him up. I picked him up. I put him over my shoulders. I took him back to my camp, and I couldn't figure out how to put him down. So I was like pressing every
Use it
button.
as a stone.
Pressing every button, trying to put the wolf down, get the wolf off my shoulders, and he wouldn't get off. And his buddy, who was with him, came up and freaking ate me, killed me, because I couldn't defend myself, because it's not like I could hit him with a dead wolf. He wouldn't come off my shoulders. So
Okay.
there you go. That's what I learned. Myth, what did you learn?
Oh, the reason wolf spiders are mean is because they drink too much.
That is
What do
so
they drink?
true. I don't know.
Maybe old beer.
The wolf spider that lives near our pond, he stays out all night, we assume, drinking at the bar, and then
Right.
he comes home in the morning drunk. So
I kill
that's
that
why
whip spider all the time.
if we see him, we're like, go home, Wolfenstein, you're drunk. That's it. What did you learn?
Oh, what Pine Leaf told me about.
Oh, right.
Running.
Okay, I'm just going to say this about pine leaf needles. You need to let him school you in Lotro. You will become this great Lotro player, and you need to teach him how to finally play DDO, because I'm pretty sure he still doesn't know after all this time. No offense,
Okay.
Pine Leaf, love you, babe. But you need to play it with Sahba, because she's really freaking good. Just saying.
Okay, let's go on the news.
Okay, fine.
So, PC Gamer had some interesting news this time. Interesting as in odd news. So, Titanfall, which is Titanfall is the game. Titanfall is the headline. After thousands in funding, indie MMO Titan Reach, oh, that's the name of the game, sorry, is dead, with an insider alleging the lead developer used the cash to gamble on cryptocurrency.
Oh my god.
And then number 2, PC seller Artesian Builds ran a giveaway for streamers, then refused to send the prize to the winner because her following wasn't big enough, which I find deplorable. They ultimately had to apologize, but the story didn't say whether they gave it to her. They apologized, but the story didn't say whether they gave her the prize or not. And then Steam Rising. The Steam platform has more daily users than the United Kingdom has people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Pretty cool.
amazing.
Yeah, more monthly users than Mexico has people. I didn't put that in there yet, but okay. And then Game Informer, Dwayne Johnson will help produce Amazon's It Takes Two movie.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I'd like to
Which is
finish
pretty
that
cool.
game one day.
We might. All right, and then 2022 video game release schedule came out, and notable games for me in April, which already happened. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. I'm not sure I want to try it, but it came out April 5th, and then I like MLB The Show 22. That came out April 5th too. And in May, Evil Dead the game. I think it's kind of interesting because, Bruce Campbell. You guys have
Yes,
seen Evil
I have.
Dead, right?
Okay, now you have to hear the story that goes along with
Okay,
that.
go.
So I was actually coming in from work in the afternoon, and my husband is sitting at his computer. I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "I might have to pre-order a game." So I came up behind him, and then he started the trailer over. And as soon as I saw that blue shirt with those like dark color pants, I was like, "Oh my god!" I like freaked out. I freaked out. I was like, because Bruce Campbell is my husband's man crush. He's pretty
So you're gonna
excited
get
about
it.
that game. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but he's definitely going to get it. I
So,
have other stuff.
I don't know if I've told you guys this, but when I was in grad school, I didn't watch a lot of TV. But the one thing I watched, and believe it or not, my mother watched this with me. It was something to relieve stress, right? Xena Warrior Princess.
Of course.
Bruce Campbell was in it.
Yeah, he was. He was Autolycus, whatever.
Yes.
He was a thief.
Loved him. It was just amazing. All right, and number 4 on the list is Pac-Man Museum Plus, just because I used to play Pac-Man all the time back when you went to the video arcade, right?
Mhm.
And then Forspoken, I mean, it follows the journey of a young New Yorker transported to the land of Athea. So she has to figure out how she gets back home again. That's coming out in October. So that's been on my wish list since I heard it is coming out. And then an RPG from Bethesda is coming out in November, which I think sounds cool. And then one that's just TBA, they haven't set a date yet, Quiet Place. And I can't figure out if this is going to be like the movie, but that would be kind of creepy and interesting. And then, this isn't game news, but, I'm a big Wheel of Time fan, and I've read all the books and seen it Series 1. Every year they have what they call Wheel of Time Idol, and fans make parodies of video, song, based on what's happening in the books. And this season, they did either books or the series or put them together. And first place was awesome. So I put links to first place, second place, and the entire 3-hour finale. So if you are interested, go ahead and follow the links, because I think the first place the song is based on American Pie, but the words are just really good. I think you guys would like them. And then we're going to play Icarus tonight after the show.
Yes.
And then games we played, there are just a couple we're going to talk about tonight. DDO came out with the Isle of Dread pre-purchase. And the Ultimate Fan Bundle, thank you, DDO, for giving us a free pass. But I think the Ultimate Fan Bundle has a lot of good stuff in it. You get a Heroic and an Improved Epic Autos box, which between the two, that's like $70, I think. You get an extra character slot, you get a clawfoot mount, you get a Swift Raptor mount, you get 2 cute little
Is this a
creature companions.
the kitty cat update? Because I've been
Everybody gets the Tabaxi character race.
Really?
Standard edition, you get the Tabaxi. You get the iconic with the Ultimate Fan Bundle, yes.
I keep seeing these cats around all over the place.
Yep. So I put a link in the show notes, so check it out.
I mean,
and
they're going to go into the bars and they're going to like do the dominance thing where they like knock stuff on the floor with their paw and all that. Is that something we need to be aware of?
Perhaps. Or they might just spray all over the place. I don't know. So the Isle of Dread will be available 8 June, but you can pre-purchase now and get some things now, and later you have to get other things. And then Update 54 came out already. Lots of good things are in there, but I'm going to highlight just a few. When you release from a dungeon, while you're dead, you're brought back to 20 hit points instead of 1, which is really good because sometimes you have buffs going on. So if you came back to 1 hit point and your buffs ran out, you died again. Now you probably won't die again. For those that do the Trap the Soul spell, it used to be that you had different kinds of CRs going for gems when you did Trap the Soul. Now there's only going to be 1, and there's only going to be 1 can of crafting that you can do, which is good because you could only do 1 can of crafting before, and it was always confusing having all these different gems.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Epic Destiny points now get displayed which tomes you've used. Put your cursor over and it'll be explained later, but I mean it's explained in the release notes, and they'll tell you which tomes you've actually read, which is good because before you didn't know which tomes you read. LFM's listed difficulty, it'll tell you whether it's Reaper or Hard or Epic or Elite in LFM.
That's helpful.
When you're doing heals and fighting undead, there's a toggle you can do in the gameplay options you have to set it to true. The default is to false, but if you set it to true, it will heal you and not the undead. I really wish
nice.
Exactly. I wish you were set to the default was to heal us, not the undead, but go into your gameplay options and switch it so that it will heal you and not the undead. Because who doesn't get annoyed when you're not healing yourself? And the new DDO.com is up and running, so go check it out. And then in Guild Wars 2, the first episode of Living World Season 1, Flame and Frost, is now playable for the first time since 2013, and I put a link in the show notes so you can go over to the Guild Wars 2 news and check it out. And DirectX 11, for all newly created accounts as of May 10th, it's going to be enabled by default. You can switch it if you want to back to DirectX 9, but by default it's going to be DirectX 11. And eventually support for DirectX 9 is going to go away for all veterans players as well, but not yet. And then Lotro is celebrating its 15-year anniversary this year, so through May 11, if you log in, you're going to get some free gifts, and I've listed them there. And the collector's editions of select expansions, the Mortar, Minas Morgul, and War of Three Peaks, are all free, and VIPs get it. So log in, get your free stuff through May 11th. And the question of the show is, and I'm asking this because I went away, I only have my laptop, which doesn't play games very well, so really spent my time reading a lot, which I do anyway. When you can't play computer games like normal, what do you spend your time doing? So I already answered. I read more than I normally do. So what do you guys do?
I like to read, but I also do audiobooks, and I also do a little bit of phone. I have one phone game that I play.
Yeah,
so.
I don't play games on my phone. So yeah. I do reading and I do audiobooks as well. And Lessa gives me lots of reading and suggestions,
which you should at least look at.
I do.
Especially the last one that I recommended to you. Oh man, I am so obsessed with that series. It's so good.
I do actually download your suggestions.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yay.
All right, Myth, what do you do?
I listen to podcasts, and I get TikTok, and I play games on my iPad, and I watch TV, and I listen to audiobooks.
She's very busy. Very busy woman.
She is very busy.
Myth has game reviews. What? Is this true?
A lot.
Is this true? You have game reviews of these puzzle games? Tell me.
I know.
Tell me how these reviews. You've reviewed some games. Let's hear about them.
So I played these games a while back and completed most of them. I think all of them, maybe. They were really fun, and I guess we're talking about... I think I've talked about Pedestrian before, but it was a really good little game. I like to... When I'm watching TV, I'm really bad at I can't just sit there and watch TV. I have to be doing something else. And so I usually either play a little game on my iPad, or if I'm at my computer, I'll play a little puzzle game or something sitting at my computer. So that's what I was doing when I was playing these games, was watching TV. Pedestrian is one of them, and I'm not sure if I mentioned last time I talked about it, but I finished it, and it was really, really good, and it's so worth playing. I mean, if you play a little puzzle game, it's great. I would play it again. Once I forget about it, I'll probably play it again sometime. Unpacking is these are... Pedestrian's not completely mindless. Unpacking, completely mindless. You don't have to think about what you're, really good for watching TV. You don't really have to think about anything to do it. It's not like it's hard puzzles or anything. I mean, it's sort of puzzles because you're just basically unpacking boxes, and the things that you unpack have a certain room they have to go in a certain place in the room. So you have to figure that out. But other than that, it's not like it's hard. It's a $20 game, and these games I played from that Game Pass.
Oh, the Xbox Game Pass, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't really buy any on there. And so that Unpacking is a $20 game. It only took me maybe 2 hours to finish it. And I wasn't like hurrying anything, but I was just watching a TV show, and the next thing I knew, the credits were rolling by. I couldn't believe I was done. It was so fast that I would have been really upset if I had paid $20 for it. But it was fun, and if there was more of it, I would play more of it. I kind of like that kind of mind, especially for watching TV. It's perfect because I don't have to think about it. It gives me that thing I need to do something else on. Then there's this game called I Am Fish. It is so cute. You get to be 4 fish, and they're friends, and they get separated at the beginning of the game, and they're trying to get back to each other. and each one is a different kind of fish, and they each have a special ability, except for the goldfish. He's just a goldfish. But like, one is a flying fish. It's been a while, so I don't really remember what they all did, but the graphics are really pretty, and this game is a little bit harder than the last two I was talking about. As far as there's a little twitchy to it, but none of the stuff is hard. But all of these games were $20 a piece. None of them took any real time. Like, these took maybe 4 hours to finish, the pedestrian and lionfish. None of them took very long, so I think my whole point to it is, like, they seem to be a little expensive for how long it takes to finish them.
Which one's your favorite? Which one was your favorite?
Pedestrian.
Really? Better
Yeah.
than being a fish? The poor goldfish. I didn't get to do anything special.
Yeah, pedestrian was definitely my favorite. Absolutely.
Okay.
But the fish one was my second favorite. They're two completely different games. I think just as far as the kind of game it was, I think pedestrian is my favorite. The goldfish one is more of a trying to jump across things or roll your fish around to try not to get run over in the traffic, or make sure you get out of the pond and into the stream, or across the kitchen and into the fishbowl to roll across that kind of thing. And pedestrian may sound like you're trying to cross a street, but you're not. It was a puzzly game.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you did 4 times more than with the Xbox Game Pass than I did.
Do you think $20 is a lot for a game that lasts 4 hours?
That's way too much.
Yes.
That's way too much. That's like $15 too much.
Yeah, they should be $5. That's what I thought.
They should be $5
Well, right now,
games.
Pod Racer is on sale, I think, for $3.99 on Steam, and I will play it for a lot more than that.
And then I did play something called Cluster Truck, which is like one of those games that just doesn't have an ending. You know, you just sort of, I don't think it does. I compare it to Plants vs. Zombies. It's that kind of game. And it was $15. And it's for sure a $2 to $5 game. You just get on top, it's like you're just surfing on a semi. It goes really, really fast, and you have to dodge in between boulders and whatnot. Going like a billion miles an hour.
Right on. Oh, gosh. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Let's move into our 2 weeks in gaming. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the problems I have with Icarus before we go and play it. And then maybe it's a different experience when other people join you. I started playing it. I got a little bit disheartened about how slow I was leveling. I mean, I played for 3 real-time hours, which for me was 3 different sessions, and I still only got to level 3. And each level, you're only awarded so many tech points and so many points to spend in your little trees, and none of those included me building something to live in. This is a crafting game. I need to craft, right? So I think that's pretty important. It made me be level 5 before I was allowed to do that. So I had to just knuckle down and just start gathering stuff, killing stuff, and it was just kind of the same mundane thing. Beat some rocks, chop some wood, feed myself, drink some water, get dysentery, do nothing about it because I don't know how. It was kind of ridiculous. And then twice a day the storms roll in, so you can't get as much done as you want to get in. And then during the night I was too scared to be out in the wilderness.
There's wolves.
Yeah, I was afraid I would be attacked by wolves. So what I did was I found a big rock and I hollowed out the side of it. So basically I was cowering like in this half hollowed out rock for the first 5 hours of my game till I reached level 5 and I could build myself a little shanty. And then finally the game got a little bit marginally more interesting because I could build and I could set goals for myself. And then once I built my little house, I couldn't build any more, and I couldn't build too much. I could really only build ceiling, wall, and floor. I had to be creative about how to get in and out of my house because I was allowed to build a door, but no door frame because you only get so many points, and if you dump them all into building, then you're not going to be able to dump anything else into, making a torch, for example. I got a little taken aback by that.
Well, I'm gonna try it tonight, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm really shocked that Mythery liked this game because the characters are not cute. They're very unattractive.
You're in a suit, so you can't really see them.
There you
So
go.
it's
I
okay.
wish that it hadn't been I played 3 times, I guess, months ago, so I don't even know what to say. I would probably have, if it hadn't been so long ago, I'd probably have something to say to what you're saying, but I don't even remember.
Yeah, there's just stuff I don't really understand. I don't know. It seems like the game progression needs to be tweaked a little bit so that in the early game you have more to do and that you can actually build at least, even if all you can build is a tent or a lean-to or something.
I think
to
I
help
remember,
shelter
though. I
you.
agree with that.
It was very irritating, and I did not enjoy it. I'm still logging in. I'm still playing. I'm still chopping wood. I'm still gathering fibers and,
I don't
making...
remember being able to pick up a wolf, though.
Oh!
Maybe you didn't try.
I picked up a wolf.
Maybe.
I picked him up. All right.
I gutted him and left him a little skeleton laying there on the ground.
Oh, I chop up those skeletons as his bones, I assume, are useful for something later on.
Probably.
I have boxes full of bones and wood and all kinds of stuff that I can't use because I don't have the expertise. I think I'm level 8. Pretty sure I'm level 8 in my game. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm not super keen to start a fresh game. I hope you guys are allowed to come into mine. It would be nice.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, you introduced your nephew to DDO, Sahba?
I did. So we played Minecraft for a bit, and we played my Minecraft, he came into mine and Mythery's Minecraft, which is mine. So he chopped out a room between yours and mine, Myth, and then after about half an hour, he's like, "Can we make this an easier game?" I said, "No, we have no cheats in this game." He's like, "Can we do that?" And it's like, "No." And he goes, "Let's do something else." And I said, "Okay, I'll make DDO for us." And he's like, "Cool." I didn't know there was a minimum age for DDO.
It's 16. It's 16.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did not know.
Your nephew's not 16.
But, he is.
He is now.
So I asked him what he wanted to play, and he said, "I want to be a monk." And I said, "Okay." So after we did the first 4 quests in Corthus, he goes, "I don't want to be a monk.
Of
I want
course.
to be a fighter."
I was going to
said,
say he
"That's
should
fine."
have put a broadsword in his hand and just let him be a fighter.
I suggest that, and he said, "No, I want to be a monk." And then he goes, "I want to be a fighter." So we went back and we did everything, and he's a fighter now, and he really likes it a lot. So he did the 4 quests again. He likes it a ton. So we're not going to do it often, but I think often enough that we'll slowly get through the harbor and stuff. It'll take a while, but I think he's going to like it. And then also, Zazo and I are back to 30, and we're doing Reaper 10s on 30. And as I said before, he's an assassin rogue, and a bard. I've never played a bard.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, for real playing a bard, just... So I'm doing the hold monsters and the dancing
nice
balls and I'm healing people, and some of the times I'm the only healer in a party, and that is freaky scary.
Yeah, that's not good. When your bard has to heal you, that's bad.
Yep. And then I'm playing a little Grounded here and there, and just because it's a relaxing thing to do. Yep.
Yeah, Grounded's been certainly relaxing for me in the last month. I don't even know what an egg is. I only know how to carry grass from outside to the inside. That's all I do. That's it. It's pretty good.
You guys have done...
We've done so much Grounded. Yeah, we talked at length in the beginning about it. So, yep. Oh, but I did want to share one idea with you. They keep coming out with updates, and there's actually a roped off area next to where the spilled over grill is that says under construction. So here's my idea, and if this happens, I freaking called it. What they should have is a little section of the yard with a drone lawnmower, like an automatic lawnmower that's sort of just coming on all the time by default. That you have to do something to turn it off, so that you can access that part of the yard. I think that would be very clever and fun. It would be something different. This time it wouldn't be a big bug that you have to worry about. It would be a piece of machinery. So
I think
it would be very cool.
Good idea.
Yeah.
And Myth, you have a lot of game bugs and tweaks that can be done.
Mm.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
purple.
Yeah, because we can't lock a chest. We can't label a chest. We can't
Oh.
you can make signs, but the signs have only pictures on them.
Right.
You can't
Can't
write
split
on
a
it.
stack.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
so
split a
annoying.
stack. Like if I wanted to give Mythery one item, I can't split the stack in half. Or if I wanted to give her half of my food or whatever, I can't split that stack in half. I have to like right click on it and drop it one item at a time, and it's
Right.
really friggin' annoying. So it would be nice if they would kind of go back and clean up some of those things instead of keep pushing forward with more content. I don't know why they need to keep the current players that they have interested, because those players have already paid for the game. Maybe fix
Right.
the game that you already have so you can get more players.
Right.
Just saying.
Truth.
It's a really fun game though. I'm having
It
a good
is.
time with it.
It's fun.
I forgot to mention that there are a couple updates to some of the games we play, or at least some of us play. Satisfactory is coming out with a new biome, Myth.
Really? That's awesome. I want to see that. I would do that.
And they're coming out with an update to the other game.
Scrap mechanic?
Yes. Thank you.
Nice.
Bless up. Thank you.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
That is all we have.
Right on. Housekeeping. I don't have anything. We're only doing. I think we're only did one episode this month. Usually do 2 episodes a month, but a little bit. Things are a little bit weird for me. I'm in transition, so we had to slow things down this month. But thanks to everyone who joined us for the live show. You can come join us in a few minutes. We are going to play Icarus on this channel. Icarus. It's Icarus. You can email us at thedamselsgame@gmail.com, or you can follow us here at twitch.tv/thedamselsgame. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Lessa. Mythery is at Mythery1, and Sahba Jade is at Sahba Jade. Myth?
Close window.
Right on. Thanks very much for joining us.